Hi everybody, thank you for joining me here in the den of iniquity at Friendship Shaving. I'm afraid the video messed up, so I've kind of started a little bit without you. I did my usual trick and realised that I wasn't recording yet. So we've started again, but I've got some lather on my face. Today is another Stirling Monday, and I'm using today a soap called Iniquity for him. It's an interesting name for a soap. I believe there's a biblical reference to the word iniquity. I believe the word is that old. Something about sealing your lips and not hanging about with scumbags, or something to that effect. So today's soap is, it smells quite fresh and clean and quite masculine. It is a cologne type scent. It is based on Guilty Pour On by Gucci. And I thought today that I would face lather the soap. Now, I haven't done that for a while. I'm a little bit out of practice. And I'm using a brush that I'm also out of practice with. So I hope I build a good lather today, as good as I normally get anyway. I thought I'd get this brush out again because I haven't used it for such a long time. And in fact, I found a little difficulty with the brush when I used it. It's a silver tip badger brush from True Fit and Hill, and it is set quite deeply into the handle, and the sort of tips are quite close and compressed together, so it feels great on the skin, but it doesn't spread as easily as some of my other brushes. However, you can see it's doing a job. I'm getting there. A little patience, I think, and we'll have a very nice lather today. Now, I must admit, a cologne type scent isn't the normal sort of scent that I go for. I just prefer others, but this one, I used it the other day and I left the top off. Oh, it really made the den smell very nice indeed, and I like all the ingredients in this soap. It's got lavender, Amalfi lemon, orange flower, a little bit of cedar, some vanilla and some patchouli. I'm going to add a drop more water to this. There we go, I think that will do for now. Plenty of soap on the brush. So I'm using a Ted Peller blade today. It comes in this little case. It is essentially the Persona single-edged blades. I'm using that rather than the ones that come from the supply company. I would assume, to be honest, that they are the same blade, but I don't know. Now, I have found myself that these single-edged blades can sometimes be a little bit harsh on the first use for me, but with this supply razor on the number 2 plate, the medium plate of the 3 that it comes with, it really is very smooth and nice indeed Really nice. Do you know, I like this blade. I think I like this head more than the number 3. I went straight to the number 3 essentially. This is very smooth. We'll see if I get as good a shave with this number 2 head. But I do like this razor very much indeed. The only thing about it is that every time I touch it, because it is so bright and shiny, I feel that I have to wipe my thumbprint off it, or my fingerprints. You know, I used to love a cologne type scent. When I was in my late 20s and perhaps, yeah, up to about 35, the age of 35. Yeah, I used to really like a cologne type scent. As I've gotten older, and I'm 57 now, I've sort of gravitated to other scents, but I am enjoying this one. I find with some of the cologne scents that, like this one, even though there's a lavender and a Malfi lemon and orange flower and all the other ingredients that I said, somehow with a cologne scent, there's almost a watery, now I know water doesn't really smell of very much, but there's a watery feel to it, almost as if it's, almost as if you're smelling those things by, I don't know, a fast flowing river or something. That's what I get from them. As I said, certainly very clean and fresh scent, so perhaps a good scent if you're feeling a bit grotty. There we are, first pass done. I'm enjoying this one. Yeah, pretty good so far. A lovely bit of slickness again. From the Stirling Soap. Now, I'd like to give a thanks out to Mike, because I know I have some more Stirling samples coming. My good friend in Brooklyn. I've been in touch with Mike for a long time now. Fabulous fellow. Now Mike, like many of you, enjoys the Stirling Mondays. And wanted to add to it and prolong the series. So I have some more fabulous soap samples coming. They are going to be, I think, the 1 ounce samples from Stirling. That's a huge sample, isn't it? So I'm very much looking forward to receiving those at some point. Apparently My friend Sven has informed me of this as well. Stirling are not shipping to the UK at the moment, I don't think. It's to do with registering their products for tax or something like that, as we in the UK have come out of the EU. I know a few companies are holding back on delivering to the UK. I'm sure in time it'll all get sorted out. I do hope so. I do hope so. Well, I'm going to have to move. There we are. Actually, that brush is quite nice. I've got a little bit of a thinner lather. Of course, it's the second pass, so I will have. But I feel I haven't got quite as good a lather as I do when I bowl lather. I really have. I've really got into that lately. I enjoy it very much, just putting some soap in my bowl and just taking the time to build a really, really nice lather. And getting it right in a lot of ways, I feel. Well, it's maybe not easier than face lathering, it's just slightly different, slightly more relaxed perhaps for me. I find it easier when I bowl lather to, if I want to experiment with the amount of water that I'm putting into the soap or the length of time that I agitate the soap for, I find it much easier to experiment when I've got the lather or the soap in a bowl rather than on my face. It's funny, I've said before, I started off bowl lathering, then I changed to face lathering. And I'm kind of gone back to bowl lathering now, kind of gone full circle. So I'd be interested to know how many of you that are watching me having a Stirling Monday, how many of you have a Stirling Monday yourselves? Why, nearly. Well, I haven't done that for quite a while. I think I might have got away with it. I don't know what I was doing now. I'll have to watch the video back. Pull away quick. Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's really lovely. It's quite a mild scented soap, this one. Perhaps I don't know, what would you say? Oh, I got myself a little bit there. Darn. I don't know, I'm not very good at judging the scent strength of soaps, but it's quite a mild one. I've noticed when I'm bowl lathering that it picks up a little bit in the bowl. I'm okay with having quite a mild soap scent because, if you want to really pick that up, an enhancer scent, you can apply the aftershave or eau de cologne, and that will definitely give it more staying power. For me, just around the house on a Sunday, this sort of slightly lower scent strength is just about perfect actually. Now I can feel that the hair is coming off. As you can see, I feel that this level 2 is mild enough for me to go against the grain on my face, which I am hardly ever able to do. I do think my skin has, to some extent, got a little better at coping with the against the grain shave only on the third pass. I wouldn't even think about it on the second pass. So this is quite a pleasant surprise for me to be able to do this. The areas I normally find really difficult against the grain are here, right in the corners of my mouth there, and I tell you there's absolutely no way I can do my top lip against the grain. I won't even be trying that. So that is a slightly different shave with the number 2 plate in the Supply Company razor. I'm going to put a little bit, it's funny how they bleed in, it's such a little spot. I'm going to put a little bit of almond. Really what I could do with in here is I'm trying to think what they're called. Cotton buds. You know, those little cardboard sticks with a bit of cotton on the end. I think they might work well, you know, if you got one wet and really rubbed it onto your alum block and just held it in place on your spot, I think that would work really well. I think that was suggested to me by Keith, who is the Wolf Ranger, in the comments. Oh, a long time ago now, and I'm sorry to say, Keith, I haven't got it together yet. There we are. That is maybe as good as it is going to get. We'll leave it a moment and see how that goes. So with the sort of Amalfi lemon and the orange flower, I find this scent, for me, works very well with things like Lucky Tiger, which has a lovely orangey lemon scent, and my Citrus Kiss aftershave balm from Executive Shaving, and that is what I'm going to be using today. It's very moisturising, so with this alum on my face, and I'll try and leave it on my lip there. It's good that I've got something moisturising. That will do. There we are. Well, I've one squirt of that. I won't need any more. Oh, and do you know what? I missed a little bit on the bottom of my chin there with the 2-plate. Oh, it's ever so slight, you know. Not enough that I need to go over it again. I've had a fantastic shave, actually. Another good shave. So, before I leave, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And I hope you have a really sterling Monday. I'll see you very shortly for another shave. You look after yourselves now. Be safe. Bye bye.